No matter how busy you ever got, you always found time for me. I can't believe I'm never gonna speak to you again.
Evil Dead Rise is one of the most blasphemous, over-the-top good times I've had watching a horror movie in a while. It's a film that's almost certain to have fans of the Evil Dead universe feeling giddy with pleasure, and horror fans that are coming to the franchise for the first time will find it an excellent entry point and hopefully a springboard for things to come. Evil Dead Rise finds a traveling guitar technician meeting up with her sister who lives with her kids in a grungy, dimly lit apartment. One of the kids finds a creepy old book which sets off a chain reaction of violence that fans of the movie series know all too well.
Everybody here dies by dawn, Dad.
Rise is definitely not afraid to get extremely violent and very bloody, but not in a way that's meant to disturb or gross you out, a la the torture porn genre. Much more in a silly kind of fun way like the previous films in the franchise or even great slashers. In fact, one of the things I enjoyed most about this movie is the sheer delight every single person involved seems to have had in making it. You could feel the joy and creativity all over the place. You could feel it in each excessive kill or zombie-like transformation. You could feel it in the dialogue, which swings from cute family talk to shocking profanity.
It was the perfect day, and all I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open and climb inside your bodies.
You can even feel it in the movie's direction, which blends callbacks to films past with clever new twists. And in case you're wondering, this movie is definitely not a sequel or remake, but more of its own thing, which makes it a great starting point for future additions to the franchise. Instead of a creepy old cabin, Rise is set in a creepy apartment, which feels very fresh and makes you wonder why we haven't seen more Evil Dead films in a bigger variety of places before.
Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
With fresh settings and new books of the dead, future possibilities for the franchise feels riper than ever. Tonally, Rise falls somewhere in between the first and second Evil Dead films, leaning a bit more towards the first. While it's definitely got its funny moments, it's not nearly as over-the-top slapstick as the second film, and if you're a fan of the franchise, you will find loads of Easter eggs to enjoy. Clearly, director Lee Cronin is a big Dead fan himself and put a lot of love and care into this latest edition. And Evil Dead veterans will find knowledge of the previous films will have you feeling like a concerned parent who's been here before.
That's it. Come on now.
Do it for Mom and Dad.
As of this recording, Rise can only be watched in cinemas, but being a Warner Brothers movie, it's definitely gonna get a release on Max at some point. It's probably gonna be at least a month or two until it's available to stream, but having said that, I think fans of the franchise will find it worth the price of a ticket. As for newcomers looking to get into the Evil Dead for the first time, go ahead and take that plunge, as you are unlikely to find a better place than this to join the fandom of one of the most entertaining horror franchises of all time.